Hashem anash ki ani avdecha ana Hashem ana Hashem ki ani avdecha Parshat Bo, Yiratzon, that the learning should be the Refuat, Hillel Avram Yaakov ben Rezel, Tanya bat Hoda Maglit, Yosef Yair ben Aviva Chava, of Sima ben Sima. When we look in the first two Parshot of Sefer Shmot, Shmot and Va'era, they're dealing with what we spoke about last week. What is Galut? Why is there Galut? How do we understand the fact that there's Galut? When we enter into Parshat Bo and Bishalach, we're not asking the question anymore of what is Galut, but we're asking the question of how do you leave Galut? We're asking the question of if someone's been inside the experience of failure, of darkness, of absence, how does someone leave that experience? And on this, we have to ask ourselves, what was it about the generation that left Egypt that helped them earn the opportunity to leave exile? Why were they so unique? Why were they so special? Why did they merit such an amazing present that they spoke to God and saw God and felt the presence of Hashem more than any other generation throughout all of history? What was their secret? So the Sefat Emet in 1877, he says a couple of words that changed the understanding of this generation. Dor Galut Mitzrayim Nir'eh Shehayu Anashim Gdolim. It wasn't that Hashem chose to do something special, it's that they earned redemption. So why did they earn redemption? What was so unique about them? Says the Sefat Emet in 5 words. Ka'asher ra'inu shebesha'a kala nehefchu. What made them so different, what made them so unique, is not their greatness, but their willingness to change. When you looked at anyone who was in Egypt for 210 years, the Midrash says, Shehayu shtufin ba'avodah zarah. If you would have looked at any of them a minute before they left Egypt, they did not look like Rav Kook, they did not look like Rav Soloveitchik, not like Avram Avinu, not like Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah. They looked like Egyptians, they acted like Egyptians, they thought like Egyptians, they believed like Egyptians. And the next pasuk, in Shmot Perek Yud Bet, pasuk Mem, pasuk Lamed Tet, the Torah says, V'gam tzeidah lo asu lahem. What made them so unique and so great is whoever they were and whatever mistakes they made, whatever problems they had, they were willing in 1 minute to not just accept redemption, but they walked into a dark desert without any food that could last for a long time. They didn't have so much with them, and those same people that looked like Egyptians transformed themselves in 1 minute. That's why they earned redemption. They earned redemption because they understood that change is essential to leave Mitzrayim. If you don't believe in change, you will never leave Galut. I met an amazing Rebbe, Rav David Hertzberg, who said that when we walk into shul, we say often the sentence, Matovu ohalecha Yaakov mishkenotecha Yisrael. It's a beautiful sentence, said by a mass murderer, Bilam. And he said to me, Yair, why do we ask at the beginning of our day for the Jewish people to say a sentence of a mass murderer? Bilam wants to murder the entire Jewish people in 1 second. And he says that what happened with Bilam is that he wanted to destroy the Jewish people, and in 1 second, that destruction became creation. The message we walk into a new day with, that in 1 minute and in 1 second, things will change if you're willing to change. A few years ago, we had a surgery for our second son, Adiel, and Oritan. And when we walked out of the surgery, they looked at my wife, Tanya, and they said, Ima, we could hear the little clicking on the street. Sometimes it's just that little covering on our ear or on our eye that prevent us from seeing how great things are. My bracha to all of us is to recognize that wherever there's galut, it's an opportunity to understand that we must demand of ourselves to believe in the ability that in one shniyah there could be a great shinui. Shabbat Shalom.